Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey, and here's a bit of a weird question: why are you all interested in Python? A while ago, YouTube added an extra tool to the analytics. It basically lets me see what my audience, which is all of you, what all of you are searching for, and of course everything that you expect is over here. So there's tons of queries about C#, how to make a game, looking for devlogs, some more C# and so on. Then there's a bunch about Unreal and sometimes some on Godot. And yet, there's also usually over here at the top, there's always Python. This list changes, I think it's every day. Some of these terms come and go, like for example Godot and Unreal, sometimes they go down into page 2 and 3 and so on. However, at the top, right here, it's always Python. So my question to you is, why is that? These are viewer searches, so this is because all of you are searching for this. Now in terms of game development, I've really only used Python when doing some machine learning with Unity ML agents. And even then, it was just running some preset commands, so there's no need to actually know Python or write any Python code. Perhaps it's because people start learning programming with Python, and when learning programming, they try to make a game with Python. Maybe that's part of it. When I first started learning programming about 20 years ago, Python was indeed recommended as one of the easiest languages to learn. I did learn the basics of it. I used it quite a lot when a couple of years ago I was playing around with Raspberry Pis and Arduinos, but I never really used it for anything game related. I have heard about Pygame, which appears to be a pretty interesting framework if you want to make games with Python. And over here on the searches, sometimes Pygame does show up. So I guess maybe if you already know Python, then it can be easier to start making games with that as opposed to jumping straight into Unity or Unreal and having to learn a completely new language. If I go into the Unity Assessor and I search for Python, then the main thing that shows up is obviously just a whole bunch of snakes. And the only Python tool is over here, UPython. This is apparently a tool which lets you run Python code and interact with it from Unity. I guess this could be interesting if there are some specific Python tools that can be useful. So anyways, I'm just curious. If you watch this channel and you're also interested in Python and you're used to searching for it, then let me know why and what it is you're doing with it. Perhaps Python can do some really interesting things combined with Unity that I just don't know about. So do let me know in the comments. Thanks to these awesome Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.